Hi everyone. So in the last video we had a look on how we can use while loop. So we even started a while loop. So the only thing I was repeating in the last video was how the while loop works. When you have a true condition within the while loop, it always works. And to prove that, I was implementing a while loop inside the void setup, because if I write a while loop inside the void loop, then you will not differentiate whether the while loop is working by itself or the void loop is repeating. So you may simply say me, even though I am saying that while loop is working, you may say it is because of the void loop's nature, because void loop itself is repetitive. So what I did was I used that scenario inside the void setup that is supposed to be running only one time. So simply what I did was I wrote a while condition here, and here I'm sorry guys, let me here I if I am correct, serial dot print. Okay, make sure whether this is small s or capital S. I actually forgot. If the capital L doesn't work, go for a small S business, small s. From my memory, I think it is capital S. If it doesn't work for you, go for small s, because I couldn't tell it for sure. So you have to add the serial begin, all those things, right? Amazing. Remove this. So I will change it to small s and see whether there's a color change or something. No, right? So it must be capital S if I am correct. Okay. So from here you may see that I passed the value true here. Okay, so you may see that serial.println was repetitively printing. That means hi was repetitively printing. So you may ask, void setup is one time printing one, right? One time running, but hi is printing repetitively. So you will surely know this is because of the nature of the while loop. And I also asked you to replace this true condition by a false and see what happens, and you will see nothing happens. The hi is not being printed. So from the last video, the only thing I said was I compared for loop with the while loop, actually while loop with the for loop. And also I said whenever we have a true within the while loop condition, this will run. Okay, so you may have tried that, and you may have I said we will go for like how we can change those values and play around, but please remember, whenever there's a true, it will run. And I also said how does the while loop start and how does it end and all those things. I'm not going to repeat it again and again. If you want to have a look on that, please go and watch the previous videos and come back, so this will be very clear to you. Okay, so in this scenario, okay, take it as a continuity of the last video. So in this scenario, you may see the true is being passed. There's no question on that, right? So it is always true. So as I said, if there is true, what will happen? The code will enter into this curly braces and then it will again come and check until it becomes false. So there is no way it becomes false, because we directly pass it as true, right? So how we can play around with it, how we can change the conditions, right? So what we can do is we can instead of passing the true directly, we can pass a true possibility, or let's say a true situation. So how we can do it is let's say before all this serial begin business, I am defining a variable, right? Since I am going to use the variable inside the void setup block only, I will define it as a global variable. So this global variable, I will define it as a local variable. So this local variable, global variable business, everything I talked in my previous videos, so you can watch and come back if you don't understand. So I'm saying x, okay, and as I'm assigning a value to x as 1. Okay, so x is 1, right? So what I will do is here I will check whether a condition is true or false. Okay, so what you can do is you can write x double equal 1. So what does this double equal means is, guys, do you remember what does this double equal means? Why do you use double equal here? You may have remembered when I was teaching you if conditions, I said if x is equal to 1, something has to happen. So what you have to do is x double equal 1. So and I also said why do you have to use double equal here and single equal here. So I said there is something called assignment operator and there is something called comparative operator. So if you are assigning a value to x, you use a single equal. If you are comparing a value with a variable like x, you are comparing, right? So then we want to differentiate between the comparison and the assignment. So only for the differentiation purpose we are using double equals here. So I will type the keywords here anyway. Assignment operator, okay, and comparative operator. You can Google it, or you can simply go to my previous videos at the beginning. I don't know which video it is, and have a look. Then you'll understand. So if you Google it, assignment operator versus comparative operator, you will understand. So always remember, when you are comparing, if something is equal to this value, we are simply using double equals. Oh my god, did I delete it? Oh my god, I don't think there's an undo button. Doesn't matter, I will write it again. Okay, so I will write while, okay, x double equal 1. Okay, so you write serial dot println, I'm sorry, hi. Okay, what is that? Hi. Okay, so in the if condition also I again said, so if, let's say, so you may remember the if condition I talked. So this condition becomes true, that means if x is 1, this comparison become true, if condition will work. The same scenario goes with the while loop. So oh my god, what is this? Okay, fine. So same scenario goes with the while loop. If I said you already, right? If this statement is true, while loop will work. So now from your common sense, tell me, will this while loop work or not? How to tell? How to tell? We want to know whether true or false comes here. So we want to see x is equal to 1 is true or false, right? So if you go on how to find the x value, you will go in here where this x is defined. So it is defined here and x1 is assigned immediately there. So x is obviously 1. Did we change x somewhere between this line and this line, that means between line 2 and 5? Did we change x? No, we never changed. So x is always 1. So we check it here. So this is true or false? This is true. I'm sorry. So this x is equal to 1 is none other than true. Okay. So I will, instead of, you can feel we have a true here. Okay. So upload this code and see what happens. You will find this high value is being printed indefinite times. Why? Because I told you if there is a direct true here, how many times it will print? Forever. Or otherwise you can understand, it will come and check x is 1 or not, x is 1. So it will get into that curly bracket and it will do the line number 7 condition, and it will come to line number 8, line number 9, I'm sorry 9, and again it will go to line number 5 and check whether still it is true or not. Still it is true, we never change x, right? And it will come into this and again get into the while loop, go to the line number 7, line number 9, and again line number 5. So this looping will happen forever because we never change x. Okay, we never change x. So x is always 1. Okay, cool. So a small hint, if you want to get the loop out of here, what will you do? You have to change x within the loop. If you don't understand, forget about that. Okay, so now you understand only one thing. You to use a variable and you use this equal comparison, and you can make a loop happen, right? Repetitively do. You can do it or not, you can do. You understand that level? That's enough. So if you want to make it false, what can you do? Make it 0. So x is 0 is true or false? False, because x is 1. This is just some comparison. X is 0 or not? What is x value? So instead of x, we can pass this 1, right? Because x is equal to 1. So 1 is 0, false. Understand what I'm telling? So this double equal is just a comparison, right? It is not assignment. Please understand that, right? So if then change the don't change like this. Change like this. X is let it be 1. Change x here. Make x 0 here. Now if this condition is true or false. Now this is false, because instead of x you can replace 0 here and see 0 is 1 is 0 is equal to 1 is false. That means x is not 1 because x is 0. So you will find the high is never being printed. You understand? So now you understand how you can use a variable to make a while loop run. If you clearly get it, that's enough for the video. If you don't understand, rewatch the video and you'll get the idea. So I will meet you in the next video. Until then, bye, have a great day ahead, and consider subscribing us. Bye guys.